Hey, good afternoon, guys. Well, we've been in the wheat field for a few days here and cutting wheat, and Luke's and Travis been hauling it to town and planting beans behind it, the wheat, and he's got pretty busy. And we got behind on a few things here at home, so I think Travis is off putting out dog food on one set of pastures, and Luke's off putting out dog food on another set of pastures. I just got done moving these sheep and goats here at home. You can see them up there in that quadrant. But I want to take an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the goat and sheep management school. Well, let's go back here to our office. It's kind of an old milk barn, but we call it the office. Here, I'll give you kind of a view of the home place here. Yeah, and we've been spraying too if we didn't have enough to do. Oh, here. Used to be an old milk barn. We turned it into an office. It's kind of handy. So first I'll tell you that it's the school, our goat and sheep part of the school is going to be September 11th and 12th. Okay? So here, I'll look at you while I'm talking to you. How about that? I want you to think I'm John Kemp and never show my face here. So, yes, our part of the school is going to be September 11th and 12th. Now, just like last year, if you want to look back on some of those videos last summer, I was telling you about the school. We held our first school last September. So Dale Strickler, he will put on a school on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, September 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Excuse me. So, and he'll be talking mostly about cattle, about grazing, about grasses, forbs. He'll be talking about cover crops, things you can plant for grazing, different areas of livestock management. Dale's very knowledgeable all that. If you haven't had a chance to go to one of Dale's schools, it'd be really worth it. He's got 3 books out. I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, but I have his books, and you can get those off Amazon or off his website. And we'll go to his website here in just a little bit. But yeah, his school is at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Our school is Thursday, Friday. Each school will meet in Garnett at the Dutch Country Cafe in the morning, and then they'll feed us lunch, and then we'll, like in our school, we'll come out to our place and we'll see what we've talked about that morning. And then Thursday night we'll have a meal out here at our place, and then we'll meet again Friday morning, and just like Thursday morning, the morning will be more of a classroom type, school, and the afternoon will be more hands-on in the field. See, yeah, and so last year we had a remarkable turnout for the school. I think we had maybe 40 people there from all over. Yeah, there was a guy, he got to become a friend from Canada, from Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. Yeah, we had people from all over. Indiana, I believe. And so yeah, you're gonna, part of the school is what you learn from other people at the school too, really, you know, what they're doing. It's just a networking that goes on at events like this, and that's why, you know, you guys that came last year, I really applaud you. I mean, y'all were visiting and learning as much from each other as whatever you gained from the school. So hey, I appreciate it. Okay, so I just kind of wrote this up here. You know, it's maybe who should come to the school. If you're ready to turn your goat and sheep hobby into a viable business, you should probably come to school. If you're a new livestock operator wanting to build a profitable business, you should come to the school. Maybe you're cow-calf operations and you're wanting to diversify. You know, cow-calf deal, they're making good money right now. Calves are really worth a lot, but we know that's not going to last forever. It goes in cycles. And so maybe you want to start taking some of that profit and getting into another business that sometimes it's counter-cyclical to the cow-calf business. But I mean, if calves go down, sometimes goats and sheep go up. Now, last year the goats and sheep were up again around, sheep $3 or more and goats around $4. But the year or two before that, they weren't as high. But now it looks like they're on the rebound, and they're still staying high for this time of year. So yeah, this school is kind of targeted at you making a profit and having a business. It's not really for the sheep or goat hobbyist. Not that you couldn't learn something, not that I don't want you to come, but we talk about how to make it a business. Let me show you here. This is some of the things we talk about at the school. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, these are kind of the topics we go over. Effective and economical fencing, how to get access to land. You need to keep your livestock alive and productive, and how to do that. You need to know how to run a business that raises goats and sheep. Okay? And you need to understand what profit is and how to know if you have a profit. Sometimes it's not as clear as you think it should be or could be, just because of the nature of the business, and that you may not be selling the profit. You may not be selling the kids or lambs the same year that you have expenses in them. See, but I can tell you what the school is not, I guess, too. What you're not going to learn is you're not going to learn how to clip or prepare sheep and goats for a 4-H, a county fair, anything like that. I don't know how to do that, and you can probably find somebody that could teach you that a whole lot better than I could. You're not gonna learn how to milk goats or make goat cheese. We don't do any of that. I don't know anything about it. It's probably a good business. But yeah, don't come here expecting to learn that. You're probably not gonna learn, how to raise a bunch of bottle kids. We don't do much of that. Not very good at it. But what to do after you get them off the bottle, we can probably help you with that. See, so that kind of stuff you're probably not going to learn. You're going to learn how to run, well, maybe a goat ranch, a goat operation, sheep, goats together, cattle, sheep, goats together. That's what we do, and that's what we can show you. Okay, so I just kind of made a few points here of what you'll learn. You'll learn how to manage and lower inputs, okay? Because, when you're selling commercially, you need to be a least cost producer. And so you want to lower your inputs as much as possible and still get good production and how to manage that. You'll learn what records to keep and how to manage your records. For some records, if you're a commercial operation, you just don't keep them after you get, an economically significant herd size. Okay, you're going to learn cheap and easier ways to fence goats, perimeter fence, paddock fencing, temporary fencing, and how to provide water in temporary fencing situations across maybe crop ground that you've got into cover crops or your grazing crop residue, or anything like that where you need portable water. Okay. Now we're also going to show you, we've got a new fencing technique, maybe I'd say. We showed it a little bit last year. We perfected it more. And you can run 3 strands of poly wire, put the post in, and never get off your 4-wheeler except to get on the ends and tighten it up. You can put the fence up and take the fence down on your 4-wheeler, on your side-by-side, and we'll show you how to do that. And we'll have some of that, we'll have some of those things available. But it's really slick, and Travis really has it perfected, a system about doing that and making it. You got to be really time sensitive because every moment you spend is, it's a dollar sign, right? So, and you start realizing that when you start paying payroll, how long it takes you starts being a lot more significant than if you're just doing it yourself and you're really not paying yourself, okay? So you're going to learn about marketing, what size of an animal market, when to market them. You're going to learn about how to handle them with the least stress possible. You're going to learn how to handle and manage your livestock guardian dogs. That's a whole another part of it. And just handling those dogs and how to manage them. Of course, you're going to learn about vaccinations, and we'll do some hands-on vaccinations here. We'll have some animals up. You're going to learn the most effective worming methods of what we do, and we'll have animals up, and so we'll vaccinate, we'll worm just a small little bunch. You're going to learn about grazing cover crop mixes and what we've done and what we find that kind of works the best. We have multi-species, goats, sheep, cattle. And so you're going to see how you manage those together and what we found works the best and what we found that didn't work. And you're going to get some interactive spreadsheets. You'll get those to take home with you. We'll go over them in class so you can analyze your profits, the past profits you might have had. You can plug your own numbers in there, future profits if you're expanding your herd, or you want to know, hey, what if I ran into the neighbor's place or some other place and I got more animals? You can plug all those numbers in there. You can put the amount of feed you're feeding in there. You can tell if you're making a profit. Okay, we'll go over that in class, and then you can have those spreadsheets to take home with you. All right. Now, I'm going to show you. We'll go to the sign-up sheet. It's actually on Dale Strickler's website. So here, we'll go there now. Okay, guys. So what you'll need to do to register for the school is if you just go to our website, grandviewlivestock.com, and Luke's fixed this up, and you'll get this right here. There's the goat and sheep school. Talks about, now this is a video. That's Randall Carr and his wife. They were at the school, and so yeah, it's you can watch that video. It's about 5 minutes. Talks about the school, and here it tells you about it. So you can go to this link to register, and it'll take you to Dale Strickler's website, Regenerative Wisdom. This is his website. Okay. Right here, it'll tell you about the school. So there's Dale School you can enroll in for $600. Our goat and sheep's 2-day school for $400. Dale's is a 3-day school. Or you can do both of them together for the whole week for $900. Okay. So let's just say you want to do the goat and sheep school, or you could click on any one of these. We'll click on that one. It'll take you here. Here, tell you a little bit about the school again. Okay. And so let's just say you want to enroll. Here's your registration. Okay. Now, if you want, now we're doing, if there's 2 people want to come from the same operation, the second person will come for half price. Okay. And I think there's a coupon code, or Dale told me there would be on his website. If you don't find it, yeah, you can email me, Greg Christensen, and you can get that off the website too, or Greg L. Christensen at gmail.com, or Dale, or both of us. And because I'm not in charge of Dale's website here, but he told me there was a coupon code. But we'll make sure that you get the second person, and maybe you got more than 2 people. We had a group from Texas, family came up with 4 people, and we gave them a discount also last year. So yeah, we'll work something out. We want you to come. We want to make this, like, my goal is to make this good enough that if we weren't putting it on, I'd want to attend it. Okay. I wanted that kind of quality. So if you have any trouble registering, and some people have asked, are you gonna, close registration if you get too many? Well, honestly, there's really only, I don't know, 60 or maybe 70 that would fit comfortably in that room, and that we could handle out here as we're looking and seeing things. So yeah, in some ways, there is an early registration discount. Yeah, I'm not seeing that either, but I think what Dale's got in mind is that the price will go up maybe later in August if you don't register. I guess I'll find out more about that. So yeah, there you have it, guys. If you got more questions or things, yeah, email me, and I'll do a couple more of these videos as Dale gets this website cleared up a little bit. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope to see you at the school. Bye now.